Morning guys, welcome back to our channel. It is Saturday and Kate and I are on our way to Park Run, which is literally right here by our park, the park that's like sort of connected to our complex. So we're very excited. I only just found out that it opened, but I think it's been open for a while now. It only starts at 9:30, which is really nice. It means you could still have a lie-in on a Saturday. I've gotten changed and it's still 45 minutes before the event starts. I thought maybe what this video is going to be about is we're just going to go about our normal day on for the weekend and film as we go along. But I also put a story up on Instagram asking you guys to ask questions, and as the questions come in, Kate and I will film and answer some of the questions as we go about. So it's like a weekend vlog mixed with answering Q&A questions, which I hope will be helpful. So yeah, off to Park Run. We're on our way to the Park Run, walking, which is quite nice. So are you ready for the first question? You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. The first question was, can you explain daylight savings?
No. Next.
So, in October when the clocks go back, it's fall, so the clocks fall back. And in March when the clocks go forward,
spring
so the spring's forward. Remember
we are far away from the equator in the north. The sunset and sunrise. It's cool, right? Vastly changes between summer and winter.
So the clock changing is just to make sure that the sun rises in time at the most reasonable time of you waking up. I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, they just basically move the day to fit the sun.
Yeah, pretty much.
Taking an hour of sunlight from the afternoon and move it to the morning, I'd rather have it in the afternoon.
Yeah.
I don't need sunlight in the morning.
Yeah.
At work.
But yeah, anyway, we are now off to Park Run. It looks very quiet. I don't know if there's a Park Run. Haven't even started our second lap and we are dying.
But we're out in front, no one is overtaking.
That's such a lie. The people who are coming first have overtaken us. They're probably already finished.
I think people already finished.
Yeah. It looks so pretty. Okay, it's a nice day. What's it?
Very low battery.
Yeah. When do we start running again?
At the dustbin. What do you think? Fair.
Yeah, fair. We're done. It was really weird because everybody here is so fast. People, I would say 80%, were finishing Park Run in less than 30 minutes.
We'll have to wait and see the results.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see the results. But anyway, we're back home. We're getting in the car and we're heading to have some breakfast. But while we're here, maybe we can answer another question. Next question is, what is very expensive in Ireland that is cheap in South Africa? So the number one thing that comes to mind is eating out at a restaurant.
Yeah.
It is significantly more expensive. A meal for us with one drink and mains at a typical restaurant in Dublin is 50 euros, which is 800 to 1,000 rand. That is.
And that's not like a fancy restaurant.
No,
that's just your
that's
standard,
just your standard
burger and
restaurant.
chips and a beer each.
Yeah, each. Okay, I do tend to drink wine,
Yeah, it's a bit more.
which
But
is
I
a bit
mean,
more expensive. But
never in a good story with the truth.
yeah, it's actually ridiculous how much more expensive it is.
I'd say alcohol and meats in general. Even at the
Alcohol,
grocery shops, they're a bit more. And then
Rent.
rent. Parking. Wow.
Parking.
Parking.
If you watched our video, a day trip to Kilkenny, that's when we figured out how expensive parking is. Yeah. Maybe we'll answer the next question is, what are the pros and cons of living here?
You earn euros.
Yeah, you earn euros. So yes, everything is more expensive, but you earn a lot more. The other pro is safety. For me personally, it is so surreal that our car is literally parked in an open parking bay overnight. The other day we were driving in to we were driving in the evening, and there's a car behind us, and like automatically my South African senses like trickled in, and I was like, you need to slow down, you need to wait outside, wait for the car to pass, then you open the gate to enter your house. And then I was like, oh, there's no gate. So yeah, for me the definite pro is the safety.
Government infrastructure works.
Government infrastructure.
So there's public transport, there's free schooling, free good schooling, free hospital or medical care.
Yeah.
But that being said, the South African private sector, I think, is better
Than the government.
than the government sector here. But the government sector here is a billion times better than the government sector in South Africa.
Kind of for me is definitely the fact that like it's not South Africa. I don't know if that makes sense. It's not where you grew up.
There's
It's
that
not,
X factor.
yeah.
Like,
You're not surrounded by your family and your friends.
there's no
and-
Rainbow Nation.
Yeah. And then obviously the winters. But I love winter, so it's not that big of a con to me. But I don't think we've been hit by the dullest the weather can get here. I think it's still been
It's
relatively
been
nice.
alright. We've been like high single digit numbers, 8s and 9s. But the difference is we get that in Joburg, but only in the mornings and evenings. Like during the day when the sun's out, it will climb.
Yeah.
Here it just stays at 9 the whole day.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it for now. Kate's let the car warm up, and now we are off for breakfast. The other thing that I wanted to say about the park run is Kate and I had a chat to like some of the volunteers and the run director, and they were so nice. So we're gonna put our names down to volunteer.
Yes.
Yeah, and try see like that's a nice way to like get to know other people in the area.
So we're on our way to the shops to get a bunch of sports clothes. People think that we're sporting.
But I think we were right in the back with the grannies. That's how long it took us
There
to
was
reach.
literally, he must have been 100. He could barely walk. He was on like crutches and
And he was
eating.
right behind us. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna volunteer. And hopefully they did tell us there's another South African couple who goes to the park run.
So
every
Dick
week.
and Linda, if you're watching this, we're on a meet.
Think about your day and ask you how it is.
We've just finished breakfast. The place had really yum food, but to be honest, the service was very slow. Like, I don't know if we just got very unlucky, but it took a while for our food to come. Here's Cade. Yeah, we were also in Fox Rock Village, and this is my favorite little village. It's so pretty here. Okay, we're home, showered, and ready to dominate the day. Going to Carrick Mines Retail Park to just get one or two things. I feel like every weekend we're saying, oh, we're just going to pop into the shops.
That's what we do, man.
But anyway, before we leave, do you want to hear the next question?
Yeah.
What is the biggest difference from South Africa?
The country. People are a lot more law abiding. It's a lot more trusting here.
Yes,
Like as soon
that's
as
a
there's
good one.
a law or a rule, even people just follow it. Like
Yeah.
they don't ask questions. They just
Do it. A good example of that is the e-tolls. Like, you don't really want to be not complying with the law here as much as like you could get away with it in South Africa. But yeah, let's head off. Sitting in a queue of traffic. I think it's time for another question. Okay, you ready for the next question? Was there a lot of tax involved in shipping that dump truck over? Kate thinks he's so funny. Question in my stories. Kate's very down with the lingo of the young the young people. He learnt it from TikTok, and apparently dumb truck is just a nice, dumb, thick ass.
2 C's.
Anyway, are you ready for the real next question? Okay. How are the people there? Honestly, so lovely. I have not met a single person who has not made me feel welcome since I've gotten here. Morning guys, it's Sunday now. Kate and I woke up quite early and we have just been cleaning. So I spent this morning reorganizing my closet. I'm so excited. You know when you reorganize your closet and you're like, I can keep this closet perfect if I just put everything back the way that I found it. And then a week later it's just in chaos again. But this time it's going to be different. Other than that, yeah, we changing the sheets on our bed. We've mopped, clean floors. Yeah, that's the washing machine in the background. And now we are getting ready to tackle the day. We're also heading to the airport later this afternoon to pick up a fellow South African who's moving to Dublin. We're very excited. Yesterday we went to the shops. We finally bought Catan. And then I also found these little cute things at Deals that I bought. So I got a to-do list. This is quite boring. And then I got a meal planner. This is really cool. So I'm going to use this now to plan what our meals are going to be for the week. Hello everybody. It is Monday now. Yesterday Kate and I just relaxed in the morning. Then we went to go and pick up a fellow South African from the airport, which was exciting. And when we dropped her off, we actually met another South African who recognized us from this channel. It was actually really a bit surreal, I won't lie. So shout out to Kent. And then yeah, then we went to go and have chicken wings again. And then we came home, and right now I'm busy just making some dinner. I'm making mashed potatoes with some steak and some veggies and some mushroom sauce. Very exciting. So yeah, I thought I would answer a question while I make dinner. So the question I'm going to answer, somebody asked, did you find that your standard of living dropped since everything is so expensive here? And to be honest, with the exception of really thinking about or questioning whether we should eat out or go out, our standard of living is pretty much on par with how we used to live in South Africa. Now we are very aware of how much delivery costs, how much eating out costs. We're cooking the steak. Then I've got our mash and veggie there, and our mushroom sauce here. And Kate's also doing the washing. Okay, you ready to answer a question while you do the washing?
Hit me.
Okay. What has been the most difficult for you?
Living with my wife.
And now your real answer?
We actually spoke about it the other day on how it's such a good thing that being an island, there's like a decent living here in terms of minimum wage, and that you can actually live decently, which is so good. But it does mean that there's no one to clean your car, there's no one to do your garden, there's no one to clean your house, or they are very expensive.
You have to do your own
services.
washing after work.
Yeah. So it's something that I miss, but I'm grateful for.
Yeah.
Next.
Okay, there's the final product. I just need to put some mushroom sauce on.
So my love, what's one thing that you don't like about living in Ireland?
Me?
Yeah. What's your answer to the question?
I really don't like that it's 6:30 and I guess 6:30 and it's dark still.
But it was dark by 5:30.
It's been dark for an hour and a half. I don't like that. And is there anything else I don't like? No, I really like living here. I like it. I just miss my friends and family. We finished eating dinner. Played a game of Catan.
I won.
Kate won.
Mark is full, Oak is 2.
Ciao. Happy end of Monday from a very tired Bianca and Cade. Morning guys, it is Tuesday now. I'm just working and made myself a smoothie. I was sitting here, somebody sent me a message on Instagram, so I was just now answered their question, and I thought I'd answer another question here because we still have a couple of questions to get through. And so the question is the colder weather a huge game changer with going out and doing things? To be honest, it's not the fact that it's cold. If the sun is out and it's cold, I'm like, okay, let's go out, let's go do stuff. But when it's like a bit overcast like it is today, like I think your brain kind of, my South African mentality is, oh, I need to stay indoors and cuddle under blankets. So I think that's when it would be difficult. Like I think we're still in that stage of being in a new country where everything is just like so wow. You just want to go and do things and you're just so excited. So you're less likely to stay indoors over the weekend. So that's kind of where we're at. So we like getting out and doing as much as we can. Maybe I'll answer this question in a year after I've gone through a full winter. When Kate comes home later this evening, we're going to quickly pop to a gym down the road. That looks really nice and very affordable. It's not that great to be outdoors and exercising in this weather. Morning guys, it is Friday now. Kate and I just haven't been feeling our best physically and mentally this week, so that's why there's such a gap between Tuesday when we last filmed and today, although I'm sure that will be a second in the video. Can't really film because not really our happiest selves, but the truth is, like, that's reality, isn't it? That you can't be the best version of yourself all the time and you can't be happy all the time. Right now, if I had to pinpoint the exact difficulty, it's probably the fact that the sun is setting and I think it's really dark all the time. It's kind of towards the end of the year, so I'm getting tired and I'm ready for a break. And I think thirdly, like, I do miss my family, and I do wish that I could just pop and see them, but I speak to them all the time, video calls, and my sister's so close, and I'm seeing her this weekend, so yeah, exactly. Even though it's difficult, still a lot to be grateful for. I thought maybe I would end this video off on a more positive note, a lot to look forward to. And then also end the video off answering one or two last questions. The first question I'm going to answer here before I end the video off was actually asked quite a bit of times. It's just about how to make new friends, and are the people, like, you know, how are we making friends? Are the people open to making friends? I knew one or two people from South Africa who had moved to Dublin, and before I moved, I reached out to them to let them know that I was that we were moving, we were relocating, and I think that kick-started the process of you know, trying to connect with people before we got here. They were helped by friends who had moved before them, and then they helped us, and now it's Kate and it's mine and Kate's turn to pay it forward. So that's kind of like how we've been extending our social network, or our making friends from since we've been here, is that we've connected with other South Africans through South Africans we already knew at home, and it's been really nice. We say yes to most social events that we can, and we go and, like, we've tried to become yes men as much as possible, and just trying to get involved and meet people. And now what we're trying to do is get involved in, like, we're gonna sign up to be volunteers at the park run down the road so that we can meet people, you know, some Irish people, and connect with Irish people. But generally I find that the people are very open, very friendly, and other South Africans that are already here are so helpful. You know, reach out to people you knew in South Africa, and just get involved in whatever you can get involved in. The last question I'm going to answer, which I get asked a lot, and I've actually gotten a couple of emails, some also asking like similar questions, and it all has to do with, you know, which areas do you move to? So this was the question, and to be honest, this is such a difficult one to answer because obviously everybody has different priorities. When I was looking for a place, I was looking for a place that was connected to where I was going to be working. That was like the primary focus. And then also like you do your research on areas, and then you kind of know, okay, this area is good, this area is bad. To be honest, I can't name any of the good or bad, any of the bad areas. I can't remember from my research. I don't think that the bad areas in Dublin are on par with the bad areas in South Africa, so it's never going to be the same, if that makes sense. The areas we looked for was it close to or near a train line, so either the Luaus or the Dart. So that was the first criteria. The second criteria is we try to stay in the south of Dublin. I know it's a bit more expensive, but it's where I work, and generally I think the theme, or from people we spoke to, is that the areas in Dublin South are a little bit nicer, but it is a bit more expensive, and there are lovely areas north of Dublin. So like, it's not a golden rule, and it should not be a golden rule. It's not that, and maybe on our area, we stay in Dublin 18. A lovely area. It's so nice. It's on the Luaus Green Line, straight into the city centre in about 40 minutes on the train. It's like very suburban, very close to nature. It's there are lots of little suburbs here in Dublin 18. Some of them include Leopardstown, Cabinteely, Carrickmines, Aikens Village. Also, when we were looking at Dublin 6, Dublin 8, and Dunleary. So those were generally the areas we were looking at that were good. Other than that, I don't really know too many other areas. All of our friends stay in this area, so we know that this area is good to stay in. Every factor is so unique to a person that it's such a difficult question to answer. But yeah, I think that is it. I think I'm going to end off the vlog here. I'm so sorry it's such a long vlog, or such a long video. It's it's been filming in progress for over a week now. Can you believe it? Until next time. But yeah, I think so that's that. But yeah, I thought, I think, I know, then we, it's, but, yeah.